Let's begin the learning. So, welcome to this webinar. And here is what you are going to learn in the next 60 minutes. So, title of the webinar, 4 building blocks of passive income that make success inevitable. And many people ask, why is it forgotten? It's because a lot of clients come to me wanting to grow their passive income. Passive income, that seems to be like the holy grail. Yung mga tapos na-excite, oh sige, passive income, game ako dyan. But after reviewing their financial status, I see that the foundation isn't there. Kaya ang hirap mag-build ng passive income. Halimbawa, kung nagtatayo ka ng bahay, people want to build the roof. Yan yung passive income. They want to build the roof. Pero pag tinignan mo yung structure, wala pang pader, wala pa nung foundation. So, any attempts that people make in building passive income, it fails. You fail before you even start kapag wala yung foundation. And that's what we are going to talk about today. Ano ba yung tamang foundation? So, in this training, what I'm going to share with you is, I'm going to share with you the building block and why it's crucial to passive income. I'm going to give you a real case example. And then towards the end, I'm going to give you the passive income readiness test. And please look forward to this because this is when you will be able to identify what you need to work on in order to build passive income. And of course, in each building block, I'll give you the exact action steps you can do immediately so that you can improve. Okay? Now, here is what else you are going to learn. Why you can have all the capital for business and investing but still fail. What's the #1 skill you must develop in order to build passive income? And how you can build passive income even if you're bad at math, you're bad at selling, or you think you're introverted. Or why chasing passive income can hold you back and stop you from progressing. And I'm going to share with you a case of how an accountant gained $1,500 in passive income without starting a business or investing. And of course, the passive income readiness test, where you can find out your strengths and areas for improvement. Now, my promise to you at the end of this training is that you will be able to uncover the building blocks you're missing and you need to work on so that building passive income will be faster, easier, and inevitable. And mapapasabi ka dito ng, oo nga no, sana matagal ko nang nalaman ito. And you will gain crystal clear clarity on your next steps to build passive income, and you're going to feel energized and confident to work on them ASAP. Now, I know those are big promises, and I intend to keep every word of it, and I know it's going to happen because this isn't the first time that I'm delivering the training. So people have gone through this training and they love it. Let me now share, before we head on to the building blocks, let me now share where this all started so you understand where the lessons are coming from. Because, you know, a lot of people give financial advice out there, but you don't know exactly where it's coming from. So I'm going to share with you a quick background lang on myself so that for the first timers na meeting me here, here is where I came from. June 2012, I was a instructor in UP Diliman. And my story is yung sweldo ko dyan, 18,000 pesos a month. But since it was working for government, na-delay ng 7 months yung salary ko. So nagbibigay sila ng payslip sa mga kasama ko. And then ang sinasabi sa akin is, J3, pinaprocess pa yung papers mo, so wala ka pang sweldo. And that went on for 7 months. Now, in my youth, I was blessed to have the privilege to learn financial education, financial literacy. So, natutunan ko na maaga na wag umutang or wag humingi sa parents, wag umasa sa iba, magtipid ng todo, and kung paano maghanap ng raket. And so, after 7 months, binayad na lahat ng salary in lump sum. And all of it was savings. Now, yung mga colleagues ko, yung mga kasabay kong magsimula din magturo, na-delay din yung sweldo nila. But the difference was, they followed the traditional path and umutang sila, they spent as usual. Meanwhile, ako, after 7 months, since nagtipid ako ng todo, at naghanap ako ng other side income, I had 120,000 plus in savings. Now, yung 120,000, I invested it in stocks, and that money earned more. And later on, I used it to start up businesses. And so, after 2 years of working, I resigned, and I was able to generate 18,000 pesos per month passive income after 7 months of resigning. And it was all because of having the right foundation to build passive income. Now, today, I am the founder of Pinoy Money Academy. You can look me up on Facebook and YouTube, or you might be one of the owners of our best-selling courses on investing, business, money management, and success. Now, each of those courses, we have thousands of students already and clients online, each with their own success stories, and some of them I'm going to share with you today. Now, just a little bit about me. What I love about being able to earn passive income is that I get to work from home. So right now, where I'm doing this training, it's at home. My baby is just out there, and I have I have lots of time for my family. Ako yung nagluluto. I'm a house husband, and I like cooking healthy food for the family. I love reading to my kid, and this is really what passive income can give to you. And it might be, your goals might be different. That's okay. But for me, ito yung importante sa akin. With that, let's start with number one. Okay. Passive income building block number one is debt freedom. Debts are passive expenses. And not a lot of trainers say this, na debts are passive expenses. Bakit? Because every month, di ba, kasi ang passive income, money that you can earn while you're sleeping, while you're on vacation, while, whatever happens, you earn it. Debts, if you had debts, kahit ano rin gawin mo, when you're sleeping, on vacation, whether you're working, kahit anong gawin mo, debts incur interest. And that is one of the major sources of passive expense. So, if you want to have passive income, first, it's easier to eliminate passive expenses. Okay? Passive income, the exact opposite of that is debt. So if you repay your debt, you can gain back that lost income. So for example, let's say someone is earning 50,000 pesos a month, but they have debts where the monthly repayments reach up to 15,000 pesos. So, ibig sabihin, pagpasok pa lang ng buwan, hindi talaga nila pagmamay-ari yung 50,000 pesos na sweldo nila kasi immediately 15% nun pupunta sa pangbayad ng utang. Now, imagine if you're someone who is in debt right now. Imagine what if mawalan ka na ng utang. It's like you gained back that income already. Okay? Now, I know some people are thinking here, but what about using debt to buy a property or start a business? Well, first, I'd like you to consider these ideas. Number one, risk. Income is not guaranteed. Okay? With any business endeavor, with any new investment, the income is never guaranteed. If sinabi nilang guaranteed, that's time deposit. Yun lang ang nag-guarantee ngayon in today's environment. And if someone says 10% per month guaranteed, most probably that's a scam. Real businesses, real investments, there are always risks. Now, yung risk ng income from that is not fixed. But yung interest sa utang na kukunin, that is guaranteed. Whatever happens, the bank will charge you, the credit card will incur interest. And the second idea here is a fully paid loan will always be more profitable without debts. So say you have a property that's already earning, you have debts on that property. The fastest way to increase the income from that property is to pay down the loan in advance. Now, the third thing why we want to avoid debt is because it's really a sign of impatience. You're wanting things that you can't afford, even if it's a business, even if it's a property. Now, the good news here is when you learn the three other building blocks, you won't have to risk going into debt anymore. Okay? Now, here is our exercise. Here is our case study. So one case example that I'd like to share with you is Melanie Malijan. She's an accountant in Canada, and she's one of our clients. And when we met, she was $1 million in debt. So 30,000 Canadian dollars. May credit card debt, may car loan, and she was losing 1,500 per month to debt repayments. And nung nag-usap kami via one-on-one coaching, ang sabi niya is, ang dami niya nang na-try. Nag-online business na siya, naghahanap sa Shopify. She keeps chasing after passive income ang dami niyang opportunities na tinitingnan. And sabi niya, J3, hindi ko alam saan ba mag-focus. And what I told her was that, hey, Melanie, ang laki pa ng utang mo. The best way to gain passive income is to pay off your debts. And okay lang na you go for active income muna, hindi kailangan passive income, kahit active income muna, so that you can pay off your debt. Pag nabayaran mo na yung utang mo, it's like you're gaining back that money. Okay? And parang yun yung big realization na, uy, o nga no, hindi ko pala kailangan mag-jump straight into business. And so immediately after our coaching call, 3 weeks after, she got a part-time job that gave her an additional $4,000. And then later on, it increased to $1,500 to pay down debts. And so ngayon, nagigain na siya ng extra $1,500 in cash flow plus $1,500 total if she keeps the job. And Melanie is 1 month away from becoming debt-free. Ang original schedule niya actually was August, and you know there some na-delay lang, kaya September ang next target date. And so this is how you can gain back income without starting a business, without doing any investing, just by paying down debts. Okay? Now, here is your 1-slide action plan. If you are someone na in debt, ask, how much are you paying each month towards debt? And imagine, how would your cash flow, how would your life change if that amount was suddenly gone? Okay? Yun yung pinaka breakthrough na magbibigay nito sa'yo. Imagine what if you're paying 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 every month. Imagine gaining back that income na, uy, pwede mo na ulit siya i-allocate to something else. That's the beauty of debt freedom. So, if you're someone who's in debt, list down all your debts, arrange them from smallest to largest, and prioritize paying the smallest first. Now, take note here. Being debt-free takes a higher priority over insurance, investments, retirement, or even starting a business. Foundation yan eh. Okay, again, let me repeat that. Being debt-free takes a higher priority over insurance, investments, retirements, or even starting a business. Mas madali bumili ng insurance kapag hindi kinakain ng utang ang pera mo. Mas madali mag-invest kapag may cash flow ka pang invest. Mas madali mag-retire kung wala ka nang binabayarang utang. And same thing sa negosyo, there's less stress, there's less pressure, there's less overhead if you start it without debt. Okay? Now, Lovell here has a question. Tinanong niya, how about paying po yung condo or car loan, even insurance premium? Those are all counted as debts. So, pay it off ASAP, free up your cash flow, and the rest of the money now you can pay off, you can use for the things you want in life, whether that's starting a new business or traveling, etc. Okay? Kasi yun naman ang bigat ng utang. Kaya it's the building block number 1 that many people overlook. Okay? Good debt or bad debt, you know, there's 2 different kinds. I won't deal with them here. Pero whether it's good debt or bad debt, it's still debt. It's still cash flow away from you. Okay? Now, let's proceed to the next building block. And that is cash flow management. Basically, budgeting. The reason why it's a building block is because every passive income source, whether real estate, business, or investing, you need capital. And in order to build up capital, you need to have a budget. Kasi if a person cannot manage their income to create savings, then how can this person manage a loan, which is actually an extra expense? Or how can this person manage business income na higher stakes na kasi may pinapasweldohan ka na, meron ka ng mga kontrata? How do you manage that if someone does not know how to budget? Okay? So, now, when it comes to budgeting, I'd like to give you 2 stories here to hopefully inspire you on what to do. Now, when my salary was 7 months delayed, this was my budget. Okay? 10 pesos, monay with cheese for breakfast. 12 pesos, turon for lunch, and dinner sa bahay. So, ang food total ko in a month, buhay estudyante, parang I was a teacher pero may mga estudyante akong mas may budget sa akin. So, remember, this was at the time wala akong sweldo. So, todo tipid talaga. Now, the food total in a month was 484. The normal thing to do was buy breakfast, 30 pesos, lunch meal with drink, 50 pesos, dinner sa bahay. Total in a month niyan, 1,760. Okay? Now, some people might be thinking here, parang barya naman yan, J3. Ang liit naman ng amounts na yan. Well, here is the thing. Because of that, intense budgeting, ang extra savings per month ko was about 1,276. So, in 7 months, nakapag-ipon ako ng 8,932. Imagine this, wala akong sweldo pero nakakapag-ipon ako. Now, you might think, 8,000 in 7 months, ang liit naman yan. But consider this, the first 3 months of my business, yung operating expenses ko was 8,556. Yan yung pinambili ko ng whiteboard, yan yung pinambili ko ng ilaw sa Ace Hardware, and yan yung pinambili ko ng website theme. Now, if I didn't sacrifice, wala akong pang-capital. See what I mean here? Every peso counts. Now, I understand that my example there was a little bit extreme. Some people here might be saying, J3, kabaliwan yan. I have a family, my spouse, and my kids would grow crazy. And I agree. And what I'm teaching here is not about extreme frugality, because deprivation is never sustainable. But it's about ensuring that your money is going to the right places. So at that time, when I was in college, when I was still teaching, I knew that, okay, I didn't have money, so I was gonna live below my means. And now I'm in a different place. I have a family, I have a daughter, and so we're still on a budget. Okay? It's not extreme frugality, but it's ensuring that money is going into the right places. For instance, eating out, it gives me joy kasi personally, I don't have to cook and there's new food to try. But now, I still bring baons to our regular weekend activities to stay on budget for our monthly date nights, our travel and vacations, and for the retirement and college tuition investments. Kasi for me, food is parang ang laking important ng family and future compared to food. So that's okay. I'm okay to budget that. Kasi isn't it true that sometimes we spend already out of routine and we forget about our significant and more meaningful goals? Nangyayari yan eh. And that's the importance of having a budget, of cash flow management. So here is my 1-slide action plan for cash flow management. Just ask yourself these 3 questions. Number 1, what are the ordinary and insignificant routines that you can think of? Might have something to do with food, clothes, with your transportation, with travel, your entertainment or convenience. And next, ask yourself, what are the important and meaningful things that you want to spend more on? Is it your business? Is it stock investments? Is it real estate? Is it your retirement? Is it your education? Something else for a better future? Is it for your career? Now, whatever you answer here, I'm not saying that give all of it up. Hindi tayo needs versus wants conversation, but it's more of what's important, what's not important. And just give it a try. So one thing you can say to your spouse or to your kids, dito sa pagtitipid na to, kasi generally from experience in every couple, laging may mas magastos and may mas matipid. Common combination yan. Rare yung pareho kayong magastos, rare din yung pareho kayong matipid. Usually, magkaiba lagi yan eh. So, if you're the one who's here, you are the financial leader in your family. So, initiate it. Give it a try. Uy, Han, tingnan nga natin kung kaya ba natin mag-save. Try first and see how we feel. If you like it, continue doing it. If not, we find other ways. Okay? Let's now go to building block number 3. And by the way, later on, we'll have time for some Q&A. So building block number 3, value creation. All forms of income is all about value created for others. So ang salary natin is because we are giving a service to an employer or company. Ang commission, it's earned from selling a company product. Real estate rentals, it's because you are providing accommodation to others. If you're in business, you're providing a service or a product or a good that benefits people. Interest income is you earn it because you're providing capital to borrowers. In a nutshell, income equals value. Okay? Now, if we want passive income, we need to create automatic or leveraged value. Ang ibig sabihin ng automatic or leveraged value is that you get to, you either have an asset, you're selling a product that you can send out to 1,000 people, 10,000 people, 1,000,000 people. So it's highly leveraged. Automatic means you're using technology. But at the end of the day, it's still value. So our ability to create passive income is dependent on our ability to create value for others pa rin. And there are actually 4 phases of creating super passive income. Phase 1 is, that is where I think we all start. No? Income, what can you do for others? So it's your job or a freelancing business. Income, what can you do for others? And then that income becomes super income when you become great at that thing, when you become specialized at that thing. What are you great at that benefits others? Your income now moves from earning 18,000 pesos a month to 180,000 pesos a month. And not instantly, of course, but as you get better at specific skills that add value to others, you gain more income. Once you have super income, you now can budget, you can now get out of debt easier, and you now have more opportunity to create passive income. Wherein the question you start asking is, how do you leverage what you're great at to benefit others? Let's say you're in graphic design. Instead of hopping from one client to the next already, you now ask yourself, okay, I noticed that 10 of my clients are always asking for these same templates or these same type of products. Why not I make a template and sell that template already? Instead of charging, 1,000 per project that takes me a week to do, then I'll just charge for this template $100, but I'll sell it to 1,000 business owners. So that's leverage. And from there now, you can move to super passive income. How do you scale what you're great at to benefit others? And what's important to remember here when it comes to value creation is that it's never about you or your skills or your experience or your credentials. It's about what you can do or want to learn to do for others. The number one thing that will stop you from building this block of value creation is if you start to say to yourself na, ay, hindi ko alam, ay, hindi ko kaya. But hey, everything is learnable. And this brings us to the 1-slide action plan. What's the skill that you are going to be great at? If you haven't decided yet, choose one now. Kasi everything naman is learnable. Your success is guaranteed. The only mystery dito is time. So you may not know how to do something, you may not know how to sell right now, you may not know how to start an online thing, or you may not know how to do this specific thing for a client. It's okay. Everything is learnable. But we have to be intentional na, okay, I need to provide value to others. I'm going to become really, really, really good at this. And that will allow me to charge more. So how can you learn and practice that skill better? The only way really is putting yourself out there. Get feedback from the market, even though it's friends and family first. Or even if it's your boss. Most companies, they do evaluations every year. But why wait for a year? How did I do on this project? Ask your peers. And you know exactly where you're at, if where you need improvement. For the employees here watching, have you asked your boss, where do I need to work on so that I'm in a best position to be in promotion? Most people don't even ask that. What's the skill that I need to be better at? Okay, so here's your 1-slide action plan. Take a picture of it if you have not yet. Finally, building block number 4. If we want to reach the levels of super passive income, it's all about learning how to leverage basically other people. other people's time, other people's money, other people's talents, and other people's connections. With that, it is a skill that we have to work on, how to effectively communicate with other people so that they will buy into our ideas, proposals, services, and products. Kasi lahat naman tayo 24 hours a day lang. And we can only do so much alone. And so by having a team, and when I say team here, not just limited to work, but your spouse is your team, your child is your team, your family is your team. So family, work, and business. When they are on your team, you increase the chances of success. And this is a crucial skill if you want to have passive income. Now, I'm going to give you a tip here. Influence is not about being extroverted or hypey or salesy. It's actually, one tip I can give here is that it's actually learning how to speak in benefits, not just features, with everyone you talk to. Not just to your employer or to whoever you're selling, even though you're not in sales. It's just speaking in benefits. Kasi ito yung difference. Features, you're telling the facts. Benefits, you're showing the value. So, for example, telling the facts. So, let's say you want to convince your spouse na mag-commute tayo, or your kid na mag-commute and not take the taxi anymore. So, here's the facts. If we start commuting and not take the taxi, we'll save 3,000 extra a month. Okay, and now benefit is, hey, we can save 3,000 extra a month, and we can set it aside for Junior's educational fund, so that will have peace of mind for his future. How can you say no to that? Educational fund, peace of mind for the future? No brainer. But if you only tell the person the features, start commuting, ay hassle, pawis, etc. But hey, ang at stake pala, educational fund and peace of mind. Approve, go. Okay, now let's say you're applying for a job. I have 15 years experience in project management. What does that mean? Well, it means to the person showing the value, I'll ensure that all your projects meet the deadlines despite unexpected challenges. That's something people want to hear. Now, let's say you're hiring someone and you say to them, I can only afford 10,000 pesos a month for your service. Let's say this is in the perspective of a business owner naman, kunwari, and they want to work with someone, pero hindi nila ma-afford. I can only afford 10,000 a month for your service. That's a fact. That's a feature. But the benefit is, let's say na, you know what? I'll be the easiest client you'll ever work with. I won't micromanage you. I'll give you the freedom. I'll even train you. But at this time, I can only afford 10,000 a month for your service. What do you say? I'll be the best client you have. I'll give you a testimonial, etc., etc. What do you say? So that's how you influence. We start speaking in benefits, not just the features. Okay, I hope that was helpful to anyone, even though you're not in sales. Notice it, practice it. Speak in benefits. Always use the words so that. Let's go out here so that. Let's do this so that. What's the benefit to the other person? Okay, now here is your one slide action plan. Again, take a picture here. Number one, who are the people you need the buy-in to create passive income? Will this be the spouse, your friends, relatives, the bank, specific customer segment, etc.? And ask yourself, for each of these group of people, what are the top 2 to 3 benefits that these persons care about the most? So for your spouse, what does she care about the most? For your friends, what do they care about the most? For investors, for your employer, what do they care about the most? Convenience, security, peace of mind, financial freedom, being on time, exposure, creative freedom, fun, adventure. What is it? And now, when you share your idea or proposal or service, then you hit those benefits. Okay? So that's how you become a better influencer and communicator. With that, let's now go into the passive income assessment. So I just talked about the 4 building blocks. How would you rate yourself from 1 to 10 on these blocks? So in terms of debt freedom, rate yourself a 1 if you're burdened debt, you have defaulted loans, or hinahabol na ng collection agency, or 30+% of your income goes into debt. And rate yourself a 10 if you're totally debt-free. You pay all your credit cards in full and you know how to avoid debt. Budgeting, I have no plan and no idea where your money goes. Each month, you have 0 savings, but rate yourself a 10 on budgeting if you already have a system that you're able to consistently follow and you use it to add to your most meaningful and future goals. In terms of value creation, rate yourself a 1 if you don't know what you're good at, nor have you chosen what you want to be great at. Rate yourself a 10 if you consider yourself getting better at your craft. People seek you out because you're great at what you do. And lastly, on influence, rate yourself a 1 there if you feel caged and afraid of sharing your ideas and plans with others. You don't know how and you're too scared to try. And rate yourself a 10 if you can confidently reach out to important people and get them to buy in on your ideas, your plans, your proposals, services, or products. Now, I invite you to type in the chat box how you rate yourself on each of these 4 items. Example, 8471. Okay? So, type that in. Mag-konting reflection tayo because super important where your biggest breakthrough will come from here. Ano yung pinakamababa? That's the biggest breakthrough. Edrine is saying 3788. So Edrine, your biggest breakthrough is gonna come from debt freedom, since you're already able to influence and create value. Joshua is saying 10778 here. So you've got I'm assuming Joshua, you're in a pretty good position to start building passive income. If not, you're already building passive income. Joy, you have good numbers, but we're looking at that number 3 on influence. Julimar, it's all about value creation and influence here. So you have the great thing going for you na wala kang debts and you can budget, but now it's time to add value to others. Okay? Yan. Nika is saying 9787. These are good numbers. Let's improve them. Now, ang way ngayon to understand this is wherever you're lowest, that's the breakthrough. Okay? Wherever it's lowest, that's the breakthrough. That's the thing that you have to work on. That's the thing that you have to prioritize. Now, it doesn't have to, so that it's not overwhelming, it doesn't have to go from 1 to 10 in a day, in 30 days, etc. Just ask yourself now, okay, if I am a 1 now, what would it take for me to go to a 2? If I'm a 3 now, what would it take for me to sort of rate myself a 4? And you start with those steps para hindi siya overwhelming. So we don't go from, ay, sobrang takot ako mag-share to all of a sudden speaking in public. It's too big a leap. Just something that maybe I do a post, maybe I send out more emails to reaching out to prospects. So little by little. By the way, thank you for sharing your numbers here, guys. Okay? By the way, yung ninote yung numbers, please take down notes on what that means. Kasi I personally have no benefit knowing your numbers, but you have a lot of benefit in store for you if you keep track of your numbers as well. Okay? Now, let's go. Ayan, yun pala yung next slide. Remember this, whatever your scores are today, LV, Lisa, Eunice, Lovell, Eileen, Aaron, whatever your numbers here today, Sherry, that 3, it can get better. You can get better. Again, everything is learnable. Kailangan lang may intention tayo na, uy, o nga, I need to improve on this topic or on this aspect. Now, here's another question. I'd like you to imagine having mastered these 4 building blocks. Number 1, you're free from all kinds of debt, meaning you own 100% of your income every month. Combine that with you are a master of your cash flow. You can consistently save for your goals and, kaya mong disiplinahin yung sarili mo. You know what meaningful things to spend on. Number 3, you're a master of value creation. You're one of the best at what you do, and because of it, you can charge a premium for your services. And lastly, number 4, you are a master of influence. People willingly support you, your ideas, your plans, and your products. Imagine having all of these building blocks working for you. If you had all of these working for you, do you think you'll succeed in building multiple streams of passive income? That's the question. If you had all of those working for you, do you think you'll succeed with building multiple streams of passive income? Hey, Kat is saying yes, Catherine, yes, Jen, yes. And this is what I mean by it being inevitable. Just was saying here, absolutely. Now, ang reasoning dito is because when you have the right foundation, it's easier, it's faster, and it's inevitable. Now, I'd like to, sabi dito ni Lisa, not so. Lisa, please let me know why. Type it in the chat and hope maybe I can address it. Okay? People are saying yes. Yes, building the foundation, absolutely. Definitely. Sabi ni Eileen, Meryl saying yes. So that's the core point here. Work on your building blocks, then passive income becomes easier to build. Because I share this because it's my story. Hindi ko naman intentionally hinabol ang passive income. But it was because of having the right foundation that I was able to build it naturally. Okay? Now, let's go to the next one. I'm curious to know, of the 4 things that I shared with you, what has been the most valuable? What's your personal takeaway from this training thus far? Okay, perfect. Thank you for sharing your answer, Lisa. Fear. Fear is something that, yes, it holds everyone back. And that actually falls into influence. That actually falls under influence. Kasi the first person you have to influence is ourselves. The first person that we have to influence is us. The first person we have to sell ourselves to is tayo. So kasama yan sa influence. I hope it's just a clarification. So I'll be reading some of the answers here. Ayan, Joy is saying good debt is still passive expense. Tina is acceptance. Leveraging help from others and increasing your chances of success. Sabi ni Nika. Si Edwin, sabi niya yung assessment on the different aspects. And Eileen is saying you can learn anything if you put your heart into it. And Julie, thank you for the compliment. Sabi ni Julie dito, you are really a genius. I've been listening to you for the last 2 years, adding it to my training programs. Awesome. Kasi the more people know this, the better for everyone. Okay? So with that, that's actually the end of the training portion. And I hope that you guys learned from it. Now, for those who would like to learn more, many of what you learned here today is actually a part of my program called The Journey to Abundance. And if you'd like to learn more about it, if you feel that, you know what, okay na trainer to si J3, parang I'd like to learn more from him, I'd like to absorb more of what he can offer, then please stay and type in yes in the chat box. It's okay to leave, don't worry, no strings attached naman ito. So let's begin now. I'd like to teach you about, or share with you, the Journey to Abundance program. And basically, this is my membership program where I guide, support, and coach Filipinos in their journey towards financial abundance. And financial abundance, this is a new term that we're using. Financial abundance means getting to a place where you've taken care of yourself and your family and your others, but you still have so much to give financially, physically, emotionally, intellectually, socially, and you still have so much to give. And that's why your sole focus already, well, not the sole focus, but your priority already is so that you can help others. And that is financial abundance. And that is the target of my membership program. That's the goal. And the best way for me to explain what JTA can do for you is to see how it has helped the members already. Okay? So from the Journey to Abundance members, we talked about Melanie. She increased her income by $1,500 per month, not to mention getting rid of $1 million debts in the last 18 months. And Diwa Villanueva was able to add to 200K to her investments. Nordan Tompong has saved 50,000 for his family emergency fund. It's a starting point. Jonathan Ruiz was able to negotiate 1,000, magkano? Hindi na ako marunong magbasa. 112,000 pesos in tuition benefits from his employer. Again, this is relating to the influence and communication training. Joelyn Tassin was actually a dentist in UAE. When we met, she was 300K in debt, and this August lang nag-uusap kami. She was able to come home for good in the Philippines with 1.1 million pesos for starting her own clinic here. And we have Riley Miranda, who was able to launch her housekeeping business after enrolling into JTA 7 months. Jason Lagaria has fully paid their housing loan, and I'll remove my face here kasi nakaharang ako. Luisa Jacobs paid off 100K in credit card and has fully paid her son's tuition na. Okay? And these are a few of the testimonials and what people experience inside JTA. And basically, it's 7 challenges and problems that we solve for the members. Number 1, if you're burdened debt, and if you're someone who has overwhelming interest charges, well, JTA helps you get out of that and avoid it permanently. If you're unhappy with your income, number 2, low income, or you're in a job that you don't like, job that is stressing you out, causing health problems already, then JTA will help you transition into this next career, next better paying career. If you're living on paycheck to paycheck and you're afraid of having emergencies and unexpected expenses, you'll learn how to save and budget and have a budget that you can actually follow and enjoy inside JTA. Or maybe you already have a sum of money sitting and you don't know where to invest it. You're afraid of scams, so you just leave it in the bank, or maybe you might have been scammed already and you're totally unsure. And because of that, your money is just eaten by inflation. Sayang tulog yung pera. I'll guide you inside JTA where to invest it based on your financial goals. Or maybe you've failed several business attempts already. You're hopping from one opportunity to the next without great success. Then I can help you get clarity inside JTA, which is number 6 here. So how do you grow your business and how do you gain clarity on ano ba yung next crucial steps so that your business keeps on leveling up? And Lisa brought this up. Fear. If you have fear, if you're afraid of failure, rejection, and self-doubt, and you find yourself sticking to one's comfort zone, this is a common problem that I help my clients with. And there are ways, there are techniques on how to get over it. And that's what we share inside JTA. Okay? So, how do we deliver results? Because I know those were big promises. Parang ang daming ginagawa ng JTA. And I know I'm going against common marketing here, where marketing you say na, oh, you just focus on one product, focus on one benefit, etc. But honestly, guys, it can do everything. Yun talaga siya. Kasi this is my number 1 priority in the business. So results, we deliver it in 3 ways. Number 1, online courses. We give the members the best and proven ways of accomplishing and succeeding in their financial goals. So we always work with what's proven already. No more trial and error. Kung ano yung proven, we share it with you in each of those 7 challenges. Number 2, we have coaching inside JTA, and this allows the members to individualize the application into their own unique circumstances, challenges, and personality. Kasi ang dali naman sabihin na, okay, ito yung technique, ganito mag-save, ganito mag-budget, etc., etc. And then the client will now start saying, pero J3, what if nakadepend pa sa akin yung parents ko, yung isang kapatid ko nakadepende rin, hindi nagtatrabaho, etc., etc. So everything, it becomes complicated, and that's the purpose of the coaching, so that we individualize the application. Okay? And now, the third way is through the community. And this gives the members the inspiration and encouragement and support in this challenging but totally worth it journey towards financial abundance. Sometimes kailangan lang natin ng masabi na, uy, meron palang tao na pinagdadaanan yung pinagdaanan ko rin. And community means a lot, especially for people who have bigger goals for themselves. And community is gonna be so helpful kapag yung, alam mo yun, kapag yung pamilya mo hindi naiintindihan yung goals mo, or yung kabarkada mo, sasabihin ka ng, uy, others ka na. Dahil lang, you're aspiring to be, you know, you're aspiring to be better for your family. So, let me talk about the details of each of these. So, number one, when you're a member inside the Journey to Abundance, you get access to all our 13 plus courses and masterclasses. These will show you the proven way on how to do anything when it comes to success and financial freedom. All of the videos are downloadable. You can track the progress in each course. So we make our videos downloadable para sa mga seafarers, para sa mga OFWs na hirap sa internet connection, or actually sa Pinas na hirap yung internet connection paminsan. So you can download the videos so you can watch them offline. We also provide the transcripts and MP3s so that you can read. If you don't like watching, you can read it. If you don't like reading it, you can just listen to it on your way to commute. And we have worksheets and action steps and guides for easy application for all of these courses. So I won't talk about all of the courses, but our best course here is the Winning the Game of Wealth, where you learn how to master the 7 stages towards financial freedom and abundance. We have courses on real estate with Jay Castillo. We have courses on how to start up a business. We have courses here on this one, yung may maliit na alive. It's about how to make your dream career a reality. So whether you're an entrepreneur, an employee, there's a course for you here. Okay? And of course, once you get inside, I will guide you on which courses are the ones that you should be watching. Kasi hindi ko naman expectation na, uy, lahat yan panoorin mo. Okay? Now, second way, the coaching. We have monthly Facebook Q&A and group coaching sessions. And for you to understand this, I'll just bring up the testimonial of Melanie Malijan. And I think sabi niya, J3, you really got to know me so you could help me better. If you talk to someone like J3, you'll have clarity and focus on your work. By direction, you'll have the steps on how to do it. And the purpose of this is so that you can quickly overcome personal challenges and questions and reach your breakthrough. So members will get custom and individualized advice on how to achieve the goals they are currently focusing on. So the way we do it inside is you can send in your questions in advance for the shy people, and the coaching calls are also summarized so that for the people na hindi nakaka-join ng live, merong summary na, oy, ito yung shinare ni client, and then ito yung mga action points niya, and ito yung mga turning points, ito yung mga breakthrough, and we also update it na parang, uy, si client nakakuha na ng ganitong breakthrough. Okay? And privacy is always protected because I know, perang usapan, I know some people want to protect their privacy, so they can turn off their videos and use code names instead of their real names inside. All right? Now, let's go to the community where you will never feel alone in your journey towards abundance. So this is a safe place to talk about your dreams, challenges, conflicts, your fears, your investments, and everything else you'll encounter in your journey. And inside, we have here yung daily inspiration and motivation posts. We have monthly accountability and check-ins so that members stay focused on what's important. And members can share the burdens of their challenges. And you can also celebrate the wins in your journey. Now, an additional aspect of, an amazing aspect of this community then is that may maraming magagaling din inside JTA. An example there is Shai Manalansan. She's one of the active members in JTA. And in a coaching call, she was asking me about budgeting for business and finance. And it was there that I discovered na meron pala siyang 31 outlets of a franchise nationwide already. And so I asked her, hey, Shai, pwede ka bang mag-share ng experience mo? And she willingly said, yes. And that's the type of community we have. So in July, we released a masterclass na si Shai ini-interview ko siya, and she shares about her experience on how she was able to build her businesses despite being born in a poor farming family in Bicol. Ngayon, meron na siyang franchise outlets ng 31 plus outlets. Amazing. And her story is inside the community. And as we bring in more people here, we expect more community sharings. So, any questions on the structure and the topic so far? Okay. Let me read some questions. Okay, let's start with the question of Lovell. Ang tanong niya, Sir J3, paano po if eksakto lang ang paycheck for expenses and existing debts, paano po kami mag-enroll sa JTA membership ninyo? Okay, my promise here, Lovell, to you is that when you enroll in JTA, you'll learn how to actually increase your income. So that hindi ka na eksakto lang paycheck to paycheck, expenses to expenses. Get what I mean? If you keep looking at the short term, na month to month, and you don't invest in ways on how to improve so that next month hindi mo kailangan mag-alala for the next month, then your situation gets better. Okay? Ang next question naman dito ni Lovell is, Sir JC, ang masterclasses niyo po ba is more on mindsetting, no physical product, or may skill po na maa-acquire? So all of our training is done online. There's no physical product, but it's not just on mind setting. This is actual training. So for example, Lovell, you mentioned here na you're buried in debt. So we have a masterclass called How to Get Out of Debt in 12 months or less. And so that's just 60 minutes of pure how do you get out of debt. And in the Winning the Game of Wealth course, I actually provide you with scripts to say on how you can negotiate your loans pababa. So many people are surprised. Wait, pwede mo palang i-negotiate ang loan mo with bank? Yes. With collection agencies? Yes. How do you deal with those? How do you defend yourself against them? It's all in JTA. And we do that for literally every topic. Kasi ang goal ko inside JTA is we become the courses. It becomes the Netflix for personal finance education. Okay? So, any other follow-up questions there? Wala. With that, I'm gonna proceed, no? Okay. Here are the bonuses. On top of the 14 masterclasses you'll get 10 new masterclasses per year. And my vision here is that 10 new every year. So end of 2019, we'll have 19, 29, by the end of 2020, 2024, 69 masterclasses na. And here is what's upcoming in the next one. So we have a course on freelancing, acing the job interview, independent stock trading, the art of cold networking. If you're shy, how do you communicate? How do you reach out? Yan yung mga upcoming training. And basically, all of the trainings na binibigay namin, it's what the members need. It's what the members demand. Okay? Next, bonus. And this one makes this deal a no-brainer already. Kasi my one-on-one coaching is being later na lang. But this bonus is reason enough for you to actually give it a try. Give JTA a try, because when you sign up, you'll get 4 one-on-one wealth breakthrough coaching sessions where you'll get instant clarity on your financial breakthrough in 30 minutes or less. So, si Melanie, in just one coaching session, she increased her income by $400 in a matter of 4 weeks. After 4 coaching sessions, done over a year, paid up 1.2 million in her debt. So, medyo wild yung breakthroughs with one-on-one. Lastly, I'll share with you my success tools, templates, and checklists. You can use our retirement calculator, business accounting templates, scripts on how to get mentors, how to waive credit card fees, due diligence before buying or selling a property, so you never begin from scratch. And you can use these templates to save you time in implementation. So here is everything that you're gonna get. All in all, the total value of the Journey to Abundance membership is 137,000 pesos. And That's the bonuses. That's everything. This is the best program I have out there. I actually feel na hindi na tama ibenta yung smaller courses just because everything is already inside JTA. And you can join us for as low as 1,497 pesos per month just to try it out. And if you want to go for annual, it's 9,997 per year. Okay? You can make your payment via credit card, debit card, or any card for online transactions. You can pay via online, mobile, wire transfer, bank transfer, or over-the-counter via 7-Eleven, Philippine branches, Cebuana, M. Luwilier, or Coins PH. But before I show you the enrollment link, you are protected by my unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee. So actually, you can actually sign up right now. We'll create your account in 2 to 3 days, and you can watch all 14 courses. You can actually even download them. You can schedule get your bonus of one-on-one coaching in the next 30 days. And for whatever reason you want to get your money back, you can just email me at j3@pinoymoneyacademy.com. You don't have to provide a reason, but of course, a reason is always appreciated. And you will get your money back in 7 days. The risk is all on me. And I'm doing this because that's how much I believe the JTA program can help you and getting your ROI. So I'm gonna show now I'm now showing the enroll button. That's gonna go to a new link, or you can take a picture of that para kasama na sa enrollment mo. J3 nag-promise ka ng 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can take a picture of that, send the link, and it's also displaying in your page already. Now let's continue on. Okay. Question, guys. Would you like to learn how to earn back your investment in JTA and more? Catherine is asking how much ang membership. Membership is 1,497 per month, or if you go annual, 9,997 per year. So 9,997 per year. Or if you want to give it a try no monthly, it's 1,497. Okay? The link is there. Just go to pinoymoneyacademy.com/JTA-order. Okay, so people are saying yes, so I'm gonna assume let's proceed. Rai saying here, thank you so much, J3. I'm your member a few months ago, student from San Antonio, Texas. Oh, thank you for joining us. So yeah, we have a few JTA members already here inside pala. Okay, so the first way is how you earn your investment back is by removing passive expenses. When you raise capital to fully pay exorbitant debts, you get to negotiate for lower rates and penalties, and the most efficient way to repay and move on from debts. So, ang halimbawa lang dito is, kunwari, you have a 100,000 credit card debt, and nag-i-incur yan ng 3,700 unnecessary expenses in penalties and interest. Avoid this, and you'll actually break even with JTA in 3.3 months if you go for annual. But once you eliminate that, parang paid na kagad yung 30 days membership mo. Or you can also learn how to let go of bad or useless financial products. Many of our members learn inside na bumili pala sila ng mga products na hindi pala nila kailangan or walang saysay pala sa kanila. So, example, paying 5,500 per month for an expensive but very popular insurance product that the client doesn't really need. Remove that, you'll break even with the JTA annual in 2 months. Okay? Now, corny yung removing expenses kasi that's paying off. So here are other ways people are benefiting from JTA. They're able to increase their income and benefits. So example dito, si Lady, she was stuck in her job for the last 5 years, and inside the coaching call, she got inspired na, okay, it's time to take that leap. I gave her assignments on what to do next, and within 3 months, she got a new job in a role that she likes, where she was growing, and got a 32% salary increase. And the salary increase was more than enough for her JTA annual investment. And kanina nabanggit ko, si Jonathan was able to negotiate additional kids tuition fee na worth 112,000, and he found the right approach inside a Facebook Q&A session kasi wala pang training inside JT on how to negotiate. It's an upcoming one, pero tinanong niya na ako how to do it, what's the best approach to do it, and I shared it. So dun niya nakuha. Okay? Next way, how people earn their investment back. Inside JTA, you learn how to save money easier. So, si Laura was able to increase her net worth by 50,000. Si Jerry Arsua found a fun way kasi merong gamification training inside one of the JTA courses. As a result, he saved more than 100,000 pesos. And so his investment increased his net worth by 100,000 pesos. Again, very small compared to the membership fee. And of course, when you generate good returns from your investments and your business, so si Adolf Gali, he was able to earn from his stock market investments 45,000 pesos. So on the annual, his ROI is 450%. Si Riley was able to start her own housekeeping business, and 13 months later, she's generating 50,000 a month already from it. It's more than enough to cover her JTA membership. And last but not the least, walang price value ito, but inside JTA, what's unique that you won't find anywhere else? You won't find, with other programs, because no one wants to talk about it, is how do you gain the support of your loved ones. So halimbawa dito si Joseph Roy, he was unsure on how to involve his wife into their financial goals. He didn't know how to approach the topic. So often away ka or parang laging may tension kapag pinag-uusapan ng pera. And via the Wealth Conversations course and coaching, he discovered the tools and the right words to say so that they could have a good discussion about money. And ang nasabi dito ni Joseph is, ngayon, aligned na kami ni wife sa savings goals. Ang sarap ng pakiramdam. Family teamwork, I think that's priceless. And that's also what you get inside JTA. So here's everything you're getting, all access pass to our courses. We have monthly group coaching and Facebook Lives. We have a great community, a generous community, a supportive community. You get 10 new masterclasses per year. You have 4 one-on-one coaching sessions. You have the insider success tools. And you can get started for as low as 1,497 per month or 9,997 per year. So again, the link is pinoymoneyacademy.com/JTA-order. Jerome, one of the students, tinanong ko kasi yung members na, what's JTA worth to you? Ang sagot niya, 50,000. JTA is a premium world-class course. And si Jocelyn, ang sabi niya naman, it's priceless, unlike any membership I've ever seen. With that, I hope to see you inside. If you have any questions, then let me know. Hopefully, I can answer them in the next couple of minutes. But here are the links. Again, it's 1,497 per month and 9,997 per year. So if you have any questions, please type it inside the chat box. Regardless of your membership, you have a 30-day money back guarantee. Now, as I'm waiting for the questions here about the training or about JTA, ang question na I'd like to ask you here is, how soon would you like your financial breakthrough to happen? How soon would you like to increase your income? How soon would you like to get out of debt? How soon would you like to start your business? How soon would you like to find your dream career? How soon would you like to have a fantastic relationship with your spouse and your family when it comes to money? Very soon, di ba? So the sooner you enroll, the sooner the financial breakthroughs happen. Okay? And while we're waiting for the questions, I'd like to share an email na ngayon lang nangyari. Kasi, or a few days ago lang. Di pala, 9 hours, August 26. Ayan. Okay. So, dinagdag ko lang to just before the presentation kasi medyo natatawa ako. So, may subscriber na hindi nag-enroll to a course Because ang sabi niya dito, I wasn't able to enroll in your previous course because pinambayad ko sa debts ko. And now I am 70k pesos debts because of payday loans. Due dates are happening every day and I do not know what to do. Collections are calling me already. Please help. Thanks. Okay, so this is a person who did not enroll. Can see the date there, August 26, kahapon lang. And now, at the same time, parang last July 30, ito naman yung email na natanggap ko from a JTA student. So, nag-update siya ng tasks kasi I keep my members accountable to their goals. So, in an email update, ito yung sinad niya. I have paid off one of my credit cards in 2 months. So blessed to have come across PMA, Pinoy Money Academy, that's my company. In the past 15 years of having credit cards, this is the only time na binayaran ko sila without a debt consolidation loan. I'm blessed to have encountered financial literacy. And so, I share this with you guys just to know the difference of the path that JTA can make. Pagka hindi ka mag-enroll, well, the problems that you're facing now, the problems that you are still struggling with, well, it's gonna be the same. Yung parang wala kang solution pa rin eh. Okay? So, pagka wala kang solution, what do you call that? Kapag wala ka pa rin solution to your problems, then it's gonna be the same thing over and over again. But when you equip yourself with the knowledge to achieve your goals and solve your financial struggles, then your breakthroughs start happening. So, any questions on the chat here? So, Lovell, I hope I answered your question there na how to start. I mean, if you're struggling now, get inside, even though it's just monthly, and let's start talking. Para, you know, we start working on we start working already on your goals. Nagtatanong din, when po nag-start ang JTA? JTA started 2018. Yeah, I started it a year ago. Right now, we have about 157 members inside. Yeah, so any questions further? I'll be happy to share more about it. Na natutuwa talaga ako sa community inside JTA kasi I really feel like I'm making the biggest impact personally to people kasi nakikita ko lahat ng breakthroughs. Okay, Joshua is asking, I'd really like to enroll but I don't have the money yet. Okay, Joshua, here's the thing. You don't have money now. If you don't enroll, how can you get money in the future for all of your other needs? So find a way to get started per month. Let's talk immediately. Once you get inside, we'll set up your account. Takes 2 to 3 days. Once you're inside, schedule a one-on-one coaching call. Usap tayo, paano natin pa-increasein yung income mo. Kasi I've seen it happen ng as little as 30 days, tumataas na yung income ng mga tao. Okay, so you don't have money now. I know, I understand, it's tough. But what are you gonna do next month when something else happens? Okay, next, Manuel is asking, may chance po ba na magkaroon ng other selection o alternative ways for the inclusion of enrollment fee? In short, fees for those individual na can't afford ng gantong amount. So, same, Manuel, my answer is the same. If you can't afford it now, 100,497. Kasi I'm sure this amount of money, dumaan na yan before sa kamay ng mga tao. 1,497, dumadaan yan sa mga tao. Pero, kailan mo siya ginamit to actually improve your financial situation over the long term? 30 days inside JTA, it's gonna change you. 30 days inside, 30 minutes with me is gonna change you. I've seen it happen many times with the clients na habang nag-uusap kami biglang parang may mag-click. Shucks, no? And then they get started and their income starts growing. So get inside. Get inside. Borrow money if you have to. It's gonna be worth it. I know we talked about here, I know we just talked about, get out of debt, avoid debt. But Guys, the reason why I made the monthly plan is to make it more accessible to anyone. Just try it out. See the courses, get my coaching, see the community, try it out. Kasi it's really life-changing. Any other questions? I'll be happy to answer them. Nagtatanong si Lovell, may expiration po ba ang enrollment? No, JTA is open all the time. Okay? This is a big change that I wanted to do kasi I want to help more people when they are ready. Kapag may financial problem ang isang tao, I want them to be able to get inside so that we can quickly solve the problem and not say to them na parang, friend, sorry, close tayo eh. Antay ka 6 months kung kailan mas malala na yung problema mo. I want to stop doing that. That's why it's open every month or all the time. Okay, just go to that page, you can sign up. Ang tanong ni Lovell, may expiration po ba ang enrollment? Yeah, so enrollment expires when you go for monthly. That's a 30-day subscription, 31-day subscription. Okay, if you go for annual, that's a 365-day subscription. So you just top up. And so for the people na tight ang budget now, just go for the monthly. And within the 30 days, my promise to you is I'll help you as much as I can to grow your income, to control your cash flow, to prioritize the spending. And if makaluwag na, go for annual later on. Okay? Jun Yi is asking, what's the difference between monthly and annual? Well, aside from the duration of the membership, no difference. Walang difference ang annual and monthly. So you get all of the benefits, whether you go for monthly or annual. The monthly plan there is just to make it more accessible to people. Okay? And I want you to somehow suspend the belief or the hesitation, the doubt. Kasi may 30-day money back guarantee tayo eh. So remember that, may 30-day money back guarantee tayo. Even if half of what I'm saying to you is true, but 100% of it is, even if half of it is just true, ang laking breakthrough pa rin na nabibigay niya sa members. Okay? And you have a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you don't like the JTA membership, I'll happily return the money back to you. Kasi I'm a big believer that income equals value. If I don't add value to you, I don't deserve your income. Okay? Okay. Ang tanong dito ni Catherine, Catherine, so what's gonna happen to you? What's gonna happen is that we have a different site for the Journey to Abundance. We're gonna set up your account, you're gonna receive an email, and then matatanggap mo na rin yung orientation. Kasi ang daming ang nasa inside JTA, so it's easy to get lost. And it's easy to get lost, so kaya tayo may orientation so that ma-identify mo kagad na, okay, ito yung path ko, ito yung track ko. And it's gonna be based, of course, kung ano yung financial situation mo now, where your biggest breakthrough is. Okay? Now, next question is, ayan, so anytime po ba yung enrollment? Yes. And that's why my question here is, kailan mo ba gusto mag-improve ang iyong financial situation? Or so, if you want it to be 1 year later, then sige, delay mo pa. Next, Tina is asking here, I came across one of your course worth 4,997, Winning the Game of Wealth. Is it part of JTA? Yes. So you also get access to the Winning the Game of Wealth inside JTA as a JTA member. Ang difference nung mga courses ko that I promote one of is that you own the course. Ang meaning nun is you own the course. So it's a one-time payment of 4,997, pero that's it. So you own the course, that version of the course. Inside JTA, the difference is once you become a member, you get access to all 14 of our courses plus the new ones coming up. Pero when you stop being a member as well, you lose your access then. So it's a membership. Okay? So I hope that clarifies the question. Masasabi ko lang dito, guys, go for it inside. It's gonna change your life. Kasi it's happened to our members. And that's why I can confidently say that na if you can't afford it now, make it a point to afford it the next month or within the next 30 days, within the next 7 days. Kasi once you're inside, that's when breakthroughs happen. Okay. LV, when can we get the templates? What templates do you mean? Kasi meron tayong tools and templates section inside JTA. And actually, you know what? I can, ayokong i-risk mag-screen share. But most probably, I'll be doing, so what I'm gonna do is I can do a demo for those interested siguro. But I have to schedule that. But there's a tools and templates section inside JTA na accessible yung mga templates. Junjun G is asking, courses downloadable by? Yes, all of the courses are downloadable. We summarize them, so whether you want to watch, read, or listen, magagawa mo yung course. I mean, mapapakinggan mo siya. Okay, so I think that's everything. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you learned a lot in this session. If not today, I hope to see you someday inside JTA when you are ready. If you're ready to take your, if you're ready to take your financial direction from going this to going there, get inside JTA. I look forward to see you inside. And that's it. Thank you, everyone. Bye.